Hi everybody, I'm Laura. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to all the new subscribers that have shown up on my channel. Today I'm going to make some Christmas jewelry and I need to get a few things done because I want you to kind of pay attention to what I'm saying because I had an event lined up for the 14th. The lady was okay with me paying this week. And suddenly she wasn't. And she sent me a message, I need the money now. Excuse me. I didn't have the money. So now she no longer has room for me in her building. So I no longer, either I set up outside in the freezing cold on the 14th of December in the wind. That's not happening. Usually what that means is they've got somebody else they want to have the space because they know I don't have the money now. Because I had made that clear to her up front that I would not be able to pay until a certain date. So I'm trying to get everything out of the way here because I want that bead tray back there. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to have a live claimant sale. I'm going to let things go less than what I would let them go as a vendor event. It will be PayPal or Cash App. And I will set things up like, because of shipping, I will set things up in groups. Like if there's a bracelet and a necklace or earrings or whatever that goes together, I'm going to sell them as a set and make them very reasonable. And I mean extremely reasonable, guys. Just so that I'm not sitting on this stuff until next year. And also, because of the cost of shipping, I also want to get this out into people's hands. So there's that. This little guy is glued. It's on there good and tight. That's not coming off. I'm yanking. He's not coming off. We're going to go ahead and get him on a small length of chain. We're going to do that first so that he will be available if someone were to want him. Also, if you saw something that I made that I haven't got earmarked for a gift or something, let me know. Either in the comments or email me or something so we can get together. I'm going to need those and what I do with my gold chain. It should have been all right here. Because I thought I took it with me. I may have to pause you guys just for a minute because I'm not finding what I'm looking for. Anyways, I want to do that. I was thinking about doing it Wednesday night, but I thought I would let you guys know. Please comment below. Would you like me to do it on an evening this week, or would you like me to do it on a Saturday? I know a lot of you have other prior engagements that you do on weekends and things. I don't know what would be the best day to do a live sale, but I do need to do it by this week so you could have these items by Christmas. And because this little guy is for a little girl, I want to make this a 16-inch necklace. So there's 12. And that's about 15 inches. And then there will be a clasping. So let's go ahead and get that cut off right there. Well, that flung pretty good. Also, guys, my BB craft will be here today. So tomorrow's video will be an unboxing of an epic BB craft. I could not believe that she turned right around in the same thank you for your third video. Pick some more items. I was like, what? You're kidding me. But she did. I was so excited. And I picked some things that I know, judging by everyone's reaction to what we got in our most recent bargain bead box, y'all are going to love it. So, all right, let's get this done. This is a Kraftika. And guys, I love this little guy. I think a little girl is going to be very happy. I will put together like a Christmas, little girl's Christmas, because this won't be very much. This will be like a $5 item. Nobody's going to want $5 plus minimum $6 shipping. That's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'll create a package that will be Christmas for little girls. If you know what I mean. It'll be like maybe some bracelet, this little necklace, I don't know, other little things. We'll just make a whole little goodies. Up, I need a oh goodness, what I do with them. I know I have more. I put them in a all right, hold on. I gotta get my gold things. Okay, I found them. All is better. Yeah, I'll have to work out the shipping, and all that. But I know shipping is terrible, and I would prefer being able to send packages, you know, through UPS. It's supposed to be 3-day priority, but the last couple of times I've sent priority mail, they've told me it's no longer 3-day. It can take up to 5. So there we have our little girl's Santa necklace. Okay, project number 1. All right, let's see what we have here. We have some charms. I have got to revisit this. I love this. You know, I had people look at the snowflake and it did not sell. But that's okay. These can be used anytime. I really like this like poinsettia. Let's make something with these. I kind of want to make like them into a dangle somehow. You know, she would be better as a bookmark. I'm thinking. My brain is thinking. Let's see. I do have my white. And we can make it with white. It doesn't have to be, but it's really skinny, isn't it? It's awful thin. I really want her as a bookmark. I don't think I have any thicker elastic cord. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to skip the angel unless we make her into something else, because I found my X-Acto knife without its cover. So we'll hold off on her. I have to go to Butler tomorrow. I can get a whatchamacallit. I still want to make these dangly, but I don't know what to put them on. If I make them dangly, I don't know if people would want them to be earrings. I have a ton of earrings made out of these, and nobody wants them, so let's hold off on them. But oh, this is beautiful. I think that would make a beautiful bracelet. We're going to make a minimalist bracelet with that. And, oh, I don't think that's long enough. I think I need a different piece. Here's the rest of it. We'll measure that piece, but I don't think it's long enough because it has to go through that. I think it's too short. Yeah, it needs to be longer. We'll save that and maybe make a little girl's bracelet with it. So we're going to turn this into the focal. Now I'm trying not to sneeze. And you know what? I'll cut it when I'm ready to cut it. No, I better not, because I want to make this 5.5 inches. By the time I add all my stuff on the end, it'll be a 6.5, 6 3/4 inch. So I'm going to cut this right about here. I can cut the extra off. Yeah, we're going to cut it right about there, because I will be having some of that inside of the clamshell. And what I'm going to do is I need to go get my little box that has the, oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? Let me go get my box that has the tiny little crimp beads. So in here are the 2x1 crimp beads that are from Beadbox Bargains. And I want to use these tiny ones on the Coriana chain next to this to hold it in place. We're simply going to pick up with the Coriana chain one of those crimp beads, and I'm going to bring it next to that, and I'm going to kind of lay my measuring tape here next to it, and so I want, it's about 6 inches right now, so what I want is this to be right at 3 inches. Center that bead. I've given myself a little extra space, and I want to crimp it sideways. And I gave myself extra what do you call it? Chain, Coriana chain, because if I have this kind of, you know, not really in the center, you can see how this is now standing up and down. That's what I'm going to do over here. I'm matching my crimp beads so they're facing the same way. All right, now this is where I'm going to concern myself with where is the center. So I need to make sure I clip off just a hair over here. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just want to make sure it's kind of sort of in the center. Okay. And I don't think I want to do any more than that. I really like it like that. I don't think, I mean, we have options. Those are like a dagger. These are really pretty. But I think it'll take away from the minimalist of it. Let's just leave it like it is. And let's go ahead and close this up. I am going to use clamshells. Oops, wrong container. And so I got a couple of clamshells, and I'm still going to use those little 2x1 crimps. Because if I remember correctly, this is the smaller Coriana chain. So I'm going to put the chain through the bottom of the Coriana, or the clamshell, out through the mouth, drop it down, and we're going to pick up that crimp. I'm going to take a hold of that crimp, and I'm going to bring it all the way up to the end so that just a little bit sticking out, and I'm going to mash it down. Now I want to make sure it's on there good. So I'm pressing all the way across, giving it a tug test, bring my clamshell up, tug test, it's tight, closing the clamshell. I'm going to give it a hug, then I'm going to squeeze the loops together. I'm going to do the same on this end. Through the bottom of the clamshell, out through its mouth. Get a hold of that chain. Pick up the tiny little crimp bead. Ta-da! Whoops, and I dropped it, which happens. Come on. There we go. Grab a hold of that with my pliers, bring it up, right about there. Press down. Whoops, I didn't get him. Press down. So I'm mashing down that crimp, and I'm making sure that I have that crimp pressed down good. He's on there good. He's on there tight. Fold my clamshell over, give it a tiny hug, close it up. Now we're going to put a jump ring and a lobster clasp on one end. Check my lobster, he's fine. I do want to test these because they are kind of a thinner jump ring, and I am putting this on a bracelet. So after I close this back up, I'm going to show you how to test to make sure that it's a strong jump ring. I have it closed. I'm going to take a hold of both sides. I'm going to pull. That did not pull apart, so that's a good jump ring. And now I'm going to put a 6mm jump ring on the other side. I'm actually looking to see where my 6mm are. This one actually might be a 7, but it'll be fine. This should turn out to be about a 7 inch by the time I'm done, because I really didn't have to cut off a whole lot. And I can shorten this by simply adding a smaller jump ring here. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, that looks like it's pretty close to a 7-inch bracelet. It is just under a 7-inch, which is really good. And I like it. Very minimalist, very much Christmassy. Very pretty. Let's make something else. Let's see. I like these little petals. Let's make a necklace. Not the stars. I have the stars and the petals in together. Whoop. Grabbed it again. There's some drops. I really like these. These will be pretty on a necklace. Putting these between it. Get a couple of those out. Where did I just get him from? Oh my gosh. Cannot believe I just was like, where did I just get that from? And from the middle, I think we'll make a cascade of drops. I have those. I have, what are these? These go from end to end. We'll kind of put these, I don't know, they don't quite fit, do they? And I don't know if these will fit on Coriana chain. We'll try it. Let's see if they will. If they do, we'll use them. You would be surprised what all fits on Coriana chain. They don't. So those are out. We will double check these. Go down, check. All right, Alan's letting me know he's leaving. Guess what? They don't fit. They don't fit. Okay, so those are out. We'll put them back in. But I do have smaller ones. We'll check. They do go on to Coriana. they do. These obviously will. That's a pretty good size hole. All right, let's see what else I can put up. Or it might be just another, I kind of like these. Let's go ahead and put like some of those up each side. 3. I wish I had just a tiny, maybe, or just some tiny like gold. Those won't fit, I know that. So let's see if we have, if these gold gold spacers will fit. If they do, we'll use them. So we are designing on the fly. Yes, they will. All right, so let's do that. And we're gonna put these little ones between, like so. With gold spacers. We're gonna put these up the side, and I want to make like this little piece here. We can make some dangles. We're gonna put these coming down, kind of cascade them with some spacers between them, and put a little thing at the end. All right, let's get to creating. First thing I want to make is my dangle here. So let's do that first. We're going to start by putting a crimp at the end. That's important so we don't lose what we're doing. And we're going to have just the tiniest bit hanging off the end. So we're going to press down. You don't want to trim this like right off short, because if you do, that seed bead is going to come off there. He's on there tight. I'm going to get some more of these gold spacers because we're going to need some. I don't know how many. We're just going to get some out. Let's start with that for right now. And I want to put one on one of these drops. Curious what they look like if I just put them on without the spacer. 2, 3, let's see what they look like with a spacer. Kind of like the looks of the gold spacer between them, but I don't think they're going to want to hold where I want them to. We'll see. Put a spacer. And let's grab one more of these. And what I'm up to is I'm going to press this all down. And use that spacer, or the bead, the spacer bead, to hold this all tight and in place where I want it. If that makes any sense. So I'm going to grab it, press down, and squeeze down on that spacer bead, or crimp bead. So that kind of holds them in a position like that. I kind of like it because they can't like swing around. Well, I guess they can. So, but that's okay. I like it. It's kind of swirly. If they all end up on the same side, they're curvy. Like that. Kind of unique. I like it. We're going to leave it. I like that. So now what we need to do is we need to put it on a I gotta tell you guys, I'm terrible with, well, first of all, mine are very sharp. And I don't know why. It's like they grab you and they poke you. So I don't like to use them. So we're just going to use a clamshell, just so that whoever has this does not get poked. So we're going to do just like we've done before, up through the bottom. Out through the mouth. I know this isn't a very good place to have a clamshell, but it's better than having something that's going to grab your clothes or grab your skin. We're going to put another, I've got a couple out here. Are they stuck together? They are. We'll set that aside. So let me know, like I said, if there was something you've seen, if you've been watching my videos that you like. We are going to open this clamshell up because I need to get in there and grab that tiny, tiny little crimp bead and squash him. I am pushing down on what I've done, down on everything so that it all stays snug. And I'm not sure if I have my crimp bead squashed really well. My pliers like to slide off of him because he is tiny. I'm going to give it a tug test. Ooh, it's on there nice and tight. Now I can trim off my Coriana chain. And I'm going to close it. Of course, that bead in there is nice and small, so give it a hug, give it a nice little squeeze there. He's still not kind of closed right. Alright, so we're going to put him on. And he is in good shape to be put a small jump ring which will hold him, and then let me get a tiny little jump ring out. I want a 4mm, which is here. And then we'll go 4mm to the 5mm. I could put this directly onto the beading wire, but if I do that, he's going to be right up in there in everybody's business, because this is all going to be hanging down like so, and he's going to be kind of up in there. And I really don't want him up in there. So I want these two jump rings to give him that added space that he needs to come down away from everything. So we're just going to open and get them prepared. So he is now ready to go on the wire. Okay, so I'm going to measure, because this is, oops, I'm kind of hung up in some other chain here. Because this piece is, it's not difficult to add a, what do I want to call it, extender chain to. It's just, it doesn't look very pretty. It's because it's completely different chain. So I'm cutting 21 inches. That'll give it a 22 to 23 inch when I'm done. So we're going to start by putting our center focal on, which I really like how this turned out. So we have that on. We're going to need more of these little drops. I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. I may put 2 greens right here in the very center. Let's see how that looks. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put, I really want to put a little drop one of these pinch beads. These are beautiful. I love Kraftika. You can make so much with these. And just take your time, because there's some places in your wire that might be thicker, or you have to just, you know, hold your you might have to back it up, move your bead around a little bit, or just, you know, work it over it. Or I might have to put him on from the other way. My heater is roasting me out. You can see right there, it's a little bit thicker. There's like a bump and it's not wanting to go over it. So I'll have to put him on the other direction. So let's bead from the other way. So let's see. I know I want to have I'm going to put one. I like using the number 3 or the number 5 when I put beads on. I don't know why. It is just a thing with me. So I'm going to have 3 gold beads up at this end. I'm going to use a big crystal. This is a fire polish. I love it. It is Czech glass. And then I'm going to go with another gold spacer. I don't have a bead reamer. I wish I did. Another one of these. And if I have too many issues with these little tinies, I will just go without them. And that's fine. Another spacer. Because everything else seems to be working fine on this chain. And this is going to be the telltale if we have any issues. It might just be I was going to say I might just have to, you know, as much as I hate to say it, go with a lot less of everything. Go with just the green, you know what I mean? I decided to look up, make sure I was still recording. I'm worried because the hole in these are smaller. And if I had an issue with that one, going over it, yeah, I'm just not going to be able to use these, and that's okay. What we'll do is we will just use these with spacers between them and get more of those out because I really like the way they look. Let's see how that looks. I love it. And I will get more of, try to remember which one they were in. Here. We'll get 2 more out. So we're doing 3 on each side. The links for Kraftika is in the comments. There is so much that you can make with this box. It is just unbelievable. You know, it doesn't look like you get very much, but the projects that you can make with the Czech Beads exclusive, it's just amazing. And I've watched, you know, other people unbox and make jewelry, and it's just, we all end up making different things. You know, I'm just trying to get this too. Come on, come on. There you go. There's that. Now I'll put a bead Czech glass fire polish, my focal fire polish, spacer, Now, if I was putting this just on wire, I had no issues. But I think I like the way it is turning out. There's that. And spacer. Get him kind of down there. Spacer. One more. Come on, let's go past that spot. I'll have to get some more spacer beads out. Spacer. I love this box. This box has been so beautiful. I just sit here and look at it and I'm like, where am I going with it? Because they're so beautiful and there's so many options as to what I want to make that I'm stumped at where to start, which is a good problem to have. One more, come on. There we go. Now I want this all down to the center because I don't want this to float. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put this to the center. All I'm doing, guys, is holding this up, kind of working all the beads so that they all kind of settle to the center of the chain. Okay, that is pretty close to even. And I'm going to put these two like that, get out two more of my crimp beads. I'm putting one on each one of these, and I'm just dropping it down. I don't want to move anything, I'm just dropping it. I'm going to take my pliers and I want to go in from the side because I want this to crimp sideways like that. And I know everything moved, but that's okay because, and he didn't quite stay. So I kind of pushed him back. I'm going to come in and crimp a little better. Now he stayed. All right. Now I can put everything back. Get this all laying back there. Get all my beads pushed back to the edge. Pick up this one, and I'm going to do the same thing. There. Holding it up. It should be pretty close to even. It's just a titch off, which I figured would happen. It always happens. Unless you sit there with a ruler, you're going to have it off a little bit. So all I want to do is I want to make sure this is even. Come up here and even out the ends here, which I'm going to do by just doing that. I was only off by maybe what, 1/3 of an inch. And let's go ahead and get our clamshells out. So we need 2, and we'll get them on first, and up through the bottom, out through the mouth, and the same over here. It's kind of awkward to work with that Band-Aid on my finger. You know, I was trying to get a Band-Aid on, and I told Alan, why can't it do that like that when I'm trying to check my blood sugar on that finger? So, okay. So I need 2 more crimp beads. There we go. I'm going to pick up one. Get it on. I was like, oh, something poked me. I looked, and there's my little X-Acto, and the cover had come off, and I was like, no, I looked at my finger, and I was like, is it okay? And then it started doing its thing. I was like, nope, it's not okay. And I think I squashed him crooked, so he's not going to stay on. Actually, he's on there. Okay, but I will double check. He's on tight. Cool beans. I had it and then it came back off because my finger got in the way. There we go. So I took it out of that little drawer, and I was like, nope, you can't be in there. I didn't even realize it was in there. That's bad. Give it a tug test. Close it. Give it a hug. Whoops. He went sideways. There we go. Close the lid on that. Put it back in its container because we're done with them. And I need a jump ring. By the time I'm done making this video and start the upload, my BB craft should be here, and you guys don't want to miss that. So let's go ahead and start by getting this on. And I'm sorry this is a long video. I wasn't planning a long video today. It was supposed to be quick and easy, but I got started and I was like, I gotta do a necklace, a bracelet, and a child's neck. Get that Santa Claus done to show you that yes, he does glue, and the glue did hold. I think he's so cute. Get me a, yeah, these are 7mm, a little bit bigger than the ones that I have in my container. Not by much, but that's okay. but they are, I believe, 18 gauge. Get that done. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. I love it. Let's get them back in their little spot, them back in their spot. Guys, look at this. I love that. That is so pretty. And it's sparkly. Definitely something for the winter. Something definitely you can wear out on the town. Christmassy. I love it. Makes it look like a, crescent moon. I love how it turned out. That was not what I planned, but how amazing is that? So there is that necklace. Here is this beautiful bracelet. It isn't a match, but you could definitely wear them together. And here's Santa Claus for a little girl. I like it. Let's get all of our stuff out of the way for a moment. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I love each and every one of you. Tomorrow, like I said, should be the Big BB Craft on my Tiny Living channel. Either tomorrow afternoon or Wednesday will be the food pantry haul. So I have food pantry tomorrow. So all right, guys, I'll talk to all of you later. Bye.